And we are live at 6:06. Here we are, just outside of Toronto, and it's so good to see everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're doing great. And bombastic, Mr. Fantastic. What is going on? Sunday evening, here we are. Sunday Night Delight in the parking lot of the hemoglobin factory. This is where we are going to stock up our shopping carts with hemoglobin. But it's good to see you guys. Dushan, thank you for liking the stream. I appreciate you. Good to see Dushan. Hope you're doing well. Sunday night, Monday morning for Dushan. Still I guess you're at the Vespa bar. Vespa bar? Yes? What are we drinking on? What's going on? Let us know what you're wearing, Dushan. I am in Sycamore. Sycamore. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for Vetiver season. Not really. I think I'm getting ahead of myself. It's still really beautiful and sunny and warm here in Toronto, so, and I don't really want to let go of my summer until I absolutely have to. You know, I'm still in shorts and t-shirt and stuff like that, but I don't know. I just kind of taking my kid home. I was like, I kind of felt like this because I was, you know why? I'll tell you why. Because when I drive my son home Sunday nights, it's like a country drive. I drive through the country. I get to see lots of landscape, trees, farms, hay, lots of rolled up hay. And I thought, hey, hay is for horses. What would be better than Sycamore for the ride home? So it's a beautiful ride home, actually, especially when the sun is out too. I just felt like Sycamore would have been, you know, perfect. And it is. It's absolutely perfect. I don't wear it enough, though. I know I don't wear Sycamore enough. I'll tell you why too, but yeah, this is the absolute perfect thing to have worn. And I love that I chose this. Sometimes I choose things, I'm like, should have worn something else. Could have found something better, but no, this is good. This is really good. So I'm in Sycamore, but let us know what you guys are wearing. This is, yeah, wood. This is all wood, you know, dry wood. Very little florals in it. It's got florals, but they're not the high vibrating florals that we used to from Chanel. This is more low vibrating. And that's probably why I love Sycamore. I don't reach for it a whole lot, though. I don't wear it very often. I never, ever wear for it in the spring. It's always, if I wear it, it's this. This is my favorite time to wear Sycamore, in the fall, in the autumn, like this weather. So I imagine I'll be wearing it quite a bit. But yeah, as much as I love it, I don't wear it spring. I don't wear it in the summer. I hardly wear it in the winter time. In the winter time, it's just, I don't know, just way too green and woody. But yeah, let us know what you guys are wearing. John Jacob in the house. Who is that? Sentinite Arami, Tuscany Poromo. Good. Mike Krzyzewski, good to see you. The coach is in the house. JJ Astor, yo, what is happening? Who's John Jacob? Doc Locke. Hello from Holiday Monday in Japan. Sweet. Hello, Doc. How you doing, brother? Hope you're enjoying your holiday and your perfumes and life and whatever else, your distractions. I hope you're enjoying them. You know, all of you guys, hope you're all enjoying your Sunday distractions. Even if I happen to be one of those distractions, I hope you're enjoying them. But JJ says Sycamore with hardy eyes and faces, and Mike Krzyzewski says I love Sycamore. Me too. I love Sycamore too. Don't lie, you wore it just for me. Yeah, that too. You must have manifested it somehow. We connected frequencies and we're in tune. Our frequencies are aligned, brother. Doc Locke says love Sycamore. I do as well. I really like, I enjoy the hell out of it. But when it comes to Chanel, it's probably my most loved but least worn. You know, I know when I want to wear Chanel, it's like I always reach for something more floral. I miss my florals. I love my florals. I need florals, you know? That's what I need. And this is kind of, it's void of those high vibrating florals like Cocoa or Bois d'Azil or Bella de Speedo. Like I said, this is all wood. Wood. Vetiver, very dry, smoky, rooty vetiver. Not the thick green stuff, the wet citrusy stuff found in Guerlain vetiver. That's like fresh, crisp, citrusy. This is so dry vetiver and smoky, like as if they've just kind of smoked it out, dried it out. They've kind of hung up vetiver to dry and lit up this smoke underneath it to let the smoke dry out the vetiver. Is Sycamore your favorite Chanel's vetiver? What other vetiver are you thinking for Chanel? Like Cristal? It's not blue. Blue vetiver. Coromandel and Sweet at a baseball tournament, Texas. Hi, Catherine. Good to see Catherine. Hope you're doing well. My regards to Texas. Mitra. Hello, Mitra. No scent of the day today. Wow. What's to say? Are we grieving something? What's going on? Is everything okay? Are you feeling okay? Hope everything's good. Catherine M says, howdy. Dushan says, Mitra, not lead parfum. Something like that. At least temporary. Mitra taking Le Brec from Parfum. All right. You're allowed to. It happens to me too. John Jacob Astor was a famous passenger on Titanic. He was a friend of Nikola Tesla. Any friend of Nikola Tesla is a friend of mine. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I feel like an expensive auntie. Guys, let us know what you're wearing. What do you guys think of Sycamore? Who's in love with Sycamore? JJ says Sycamore speaks to my soul. Like, really, it must always exist in my life. Yeah, I definitely always want a bottle of it, too. What does it remind you of? To me, it's just wood. Like wood. And it almost feels like the perfume itself, when I smell it, it's more of like one note instead of this fluid thing like weaving in and out of itself. It's like I just see one thing. It's like I don't smell violet, I don't smell iris, I don't smell rose, I don't smell tobacco, I don't smell it's just like this one woody note almost. That's what it kind of feels like when I wear it, you know? But that one note is great. It's spicy and green and yellow and woody, and it's always reminded me of mustard seed. It's a little bit cedary. Bobby, get to the choppa. The best vetiver for me is Sycamore, says Mitra. Yeah, I like this one. I think Vetiver Extraordinaire for Vetiver. Like if I'm gonna wear a proper Vetiver. Even Le Labo Vetiver 46, 26, 36. Yeah, I think it's 46. It's complex enough. Complex enough for 46. JJ's in En Passant. Wow, nice. For me, it feels kind of late in the season for En Passant. That's like early spring-ish. Spaced is saying, to me, September is aldehyde season. Aldehyde 44 and Bois d'Azil. Good to see Spaced. Aldehyde 44. Yeah, Bois d'Azil. Bois d'Azil is even early spring, summer, fall, even winter. It's very approachable, very wearable. Sycamore has a really good recommendation. I mean, are there people out there that don't like Sycamore? I can't imagine. It's really beautiful. Like, beautiful. even though it lacks the florals. Like the florals in here, there's florals, but they're so dry that they kind of feel like wood. And then you get the juniper and the cypress, the onion peel, kind of like onions and acorns and tree bark. It's very woody. It's all like woody elements. There's even a leather whip in here to give it a little crack, you know, a little crackle. And then like the softest, warmest hint of caramel to kind of bring it all together. It's definitely like being out in the forest, like dry forest, pine needles. Smoky Rudy Vetiver. It's very it's very definitely classical. Queer 28 is a better Vetiver than Vetiver 46. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It's also way more about Vetiver. Like Vetiver 46, I feel is more about the Vetiver. And then Queer 28 is a bunch of other things before Vetiver. But, I mean, we can discuss this. We can discuss this further. We don't need to stop now. JJ says Frederic Mall en passant on left and Tom Ford Suede on right. Are you layering? JJ, are you layering? That's what we need to know. Fill in the question there, and then if you're layering, get in line. Get in line behind Bobby and Lily. I guess Lily will just hand the polka dotted bikini behind her to Bobby, and Bobby will give it to JJ. And then you will be required to walk the plank of shame for layering in a polka dotted bikini. En passant is one of my favorite chess moves. Aldehyde 44 surprised me in how much I loved it. Wouldn't you just wear number 5? Like, I try to like it as well, but I was like, I would just rather wear number 5 instead of pay $750 for this city exclusive when you can get the real thing for under $200. But that's just me, you know, that's my mentality. Do you prefer Sycamore over Vintage Vetiver by Guerlain? That's a tough question, man. That's a really tough question. I think I prefer to wear Sycamore myself, but I find the Guerlain Vetiver to be richer and a better perfume. It's just too stuffy for me. Like, I remember smelling it on other people and going, that's the best thing I've ever smelled in my life on somebody. Guerlain Vetiver. Only psychopaths don't like Sycamore, like vanilla. It'd be hard not to like this stuff. Actually, well, my son didn't like it. He wasn't crazy about it on the drive home. I had Sycamore on, and he had his Prada. I got him Prada Paradigm for his birthday, and he sprayed some on, and he was asking me, he's like, whose perfume do you smell? Do you smell yours or do you smell mine? And I say, you know what, kid? I actually smell both, and it's a horrible mixture. It's a horrible mixture. He goes, what do they smell like to you? I said, I don't know. It's like I smell a little bit of mine and I smell a little bit of yours. And he goes, yeah, it kind of smells like Bleu de Chanel, doesn't it? I said, yeah, I guess. I guess it does. But that's what it was like, having Sycamore and Prada Paradigm in a car at once, like just freshly sprayed. Doc says 100 mil final last night was awesome. What do you think the fastest men on earth like to wear? Bet they have a long salage. 100 meter, 100 mil. I saw 100 mil. 100 meter final last night. JJ says, I would wear Sycamore, but I don't want to open it yet. It's just to be colder weather for it. I mean, all right, but wear your perfumes, you know, wear them. Bobby says, put something on, Mitra. This is a family channel. Bobby, uppercut. Bobby coming in strong, man. So many Vetivers. Now, how many do you truly love? Like, I've got a bunch, but I don't truly love my Vetivers. I think it's just a Vetiver thing. Like, Vetiver and me... It's a very peculiar note. It's a very classic note, right? It's not easy to love. What's happening, Gilanista is dropping Canada plus American flag equals eggplant emojis and are those testicles or eyeballs? Like, what is going on here? Eggplants and testicles, or eggs or eyeballs, something like that. But good to see Galen. Let us know what you're wearing. Let us know how life is treating you, Galen. We need to talk. Galen, we need to talk. I have rewritten some things. Let's catch up soon. Mitra says, Bobby, I have clothes on. Those Louis Vuittons are influencing. Guys, I have no idea what's going on here. Yafar says, hello, Eugene. Vintage Vetiver de Guerlain Eau de Cologne has that dry masculine smokiness like an EDT Sycamore. Vintage Vetiver. To me, it's very wet, and it's not even the Vetiver, it's the tobacco. It is the tobacco that's kind of congests me. Stacy, good to see Stacy. One spritz debaser by Diaz and Durga for a walk to the shops. Sweet. Good to see Stacy. Stacy, is it a good fig? Like the stream. Yes. Thank you for liking the stream, everybody. Terre de Hermes is a great vetiver. Yeah, I like Terre. Martin says, hello from Poland. Hello, Martin in Poland. Good to see Poland in the house. Mitra says, oops, sorry, Luca. No worries. I'm sure Luca doesn't mind. Luca's a good sport. Luca's a great sport. Samantha says hi. Hello, Samantha. Good to see you. Jared says, Zhao just made a haul video. Remember when he said he didn't rate Imagination? Well, guess who just purchased a bottle of it? Haha, and a few more LVs too. Haha, we'll have to go over there. We'll have to go over there with our elbows up and remind him. No, I still haven't smelled them, so I can't say anything yet. Did you watch the fight with Chanel? No, I did not. I didn't. Who won? What happened? Did you win any money? Did you place any bets? My neighbor was talking about it. But I don't know. He's talking about boxing. It's just like in one ear, out the other. I was just like, okay, right, yeah. He's talking about placing bets, and I don't know. It was on Netflix. Could have watched it on Netflix for free, apparently. Dujan says, I still love Vetiver in Timbuktu. Arian says, Bellamy Vetiver is fire. Yes, both Bellamy and Vetiver are both great. Very great. The Vetiver is really sweet in the opening of Bellamy Vetiver. So the first time I tried Bellamy Vetiver, I did not like it. The first 2 times I was in, maybe 3, I was like, oh, so sweet. I couldn't tolerate it, the sweetness. But, you know, that sweetness, it doesn't last around forever. And then once you get into the dry on, it kind of disappears. And then the second time I wore it, I was like, oh, there's that sweetness. And then I realized, like, oh, it goes away really quickly. And then by the third time, I was like, okay, I can live with the sweetness because now I know it's not here the whole time. And the rest of the fragrance is amazing. It's so earthy and at fall time, you know. It's really great. But yeah, I agree. It is fire. Carolina Vetiver has a bit of something like mint note that is very interesting. But still, I prefer the simplicity of Sycamore. Yeah, Sycamore is more simple and easier. It's really great. And then all of a sudden you get like these, you're in Sycamore and it's this one thing, and then all of a sudden like these creamy woods start coming out of someone. You're like, where the hell did that come from? What is this? So it's not totally linear, but it's a great scent. Sycamore is not trying as hard, but they're both similar and both great. Mitra says, I prefer Sycamore over Vintage Guerlain for me. I prefer wearing Sycamore too. But somehow I feel like the Guerlain Vetiver is the better scent. Should we do a poll? Bozak, what's happening? Lorenzo Villaresi's Vetiver is a hidden gem. Absolutely classy perfume. Jared says, I much prefer Sycamore's EDP. It's more creamy and has better performance. Did you pay for parking? Can I send you some cash? No, parking here is free. I got a parking ticket though. I got a $50 parking ticket in Toronto. Fuck's sakes. But I knew it. I risked it. I risked it. Sometimes I risk it. Actually, it's the first time I've gotten a ticket. I've risked it many times, like in a long while. So that's all right. Dusha says, I'll buy Sycamore. Yeah, I get it. It's really great. Hello from Canada. Hello, Canada. Why do you have a broken heart on Canada? Bro, patch that up. Our heart's not... Are we broken? Arian, why are our hearts broken? What's going on? Did somebody get shot in Canada today? I haven't watched the news, so... What's going on? Our hearts are full here, bud. Bobby says, Sycamore is an awesome wear. More smooth than Tear. Very handsome. Yeah, Sycamore is more handsome than Tear, but Tear is more approachable, way more approachable. Love to Canada from Serbia, and please don't become Canadistan. How about Cannabisistan? What's happening, Dave? Good to see Dave. Dave rocking out. Are you rocking out, Dave? Keep on rocking in the free world. Arian says Vetiver Tonka as well from Hermes Essence line is one of the goats. Is it one of the goats? Is it one of the goats? Yeah, it's pretty good. I would kind of put it below all these other ones that we just talked about, though. That's a great way to describe Sycamore. Handsome. Tri-point scents. What's happening? Scent of the agonist black amber. Jared says, Mitra, come and join the Louis Vuitton dark side. You'll love it. All your dreams will come true. Yeah, it's just, yeah, all your dreams will come true. It's just what? How many bottles do you need for your dreams to come true? How much are the LVs? 100 mil LVs, retail, USD. How much are they? It's been a while since I bought one. So the last LVs that I bought, I don't have a clue how much they were. I think Nuit de Feu was more expensive. So the bottles, the darker colored bottles were a bit more expensive. I have a feeling they're over 300. This message is held for review. Mitra, what's your favorite version of Chanel's Cuir de Russie? Jovoy Private Label and Sedent Diplomatique are better than Sycamore. Watch what you say here, bro. It's not even me. Like, these guys will just attack you. You know what I mean? That's almost like, I'm not gonna say it. Not gonna say it. It just says I tried them all. It was an empty promise for me and no happy endings. What did you try? Oh, the Louis Vuittons. Arian said, nah, I went on vacation to Istanbul. So beautiful. I want to go back so bad. Coming back to Canada is like post-depression vacation. Okay, I got you. I know what that means. I know what that feels like, though. I definitely know what that feels like. I remember I went to Croatia for a month. And when I came back, I got depressed. I didn't want to go back to work. So it was a weird feeling. Especially the first day. The first day is the hardest. 500 Canadian for Louis Vuittons. 100 mils, right? 440 for 100 mil Canadian light bottles before taxes. What is the Middle Eastern bottles go for? The darker color. That's the light colored bottles before tax. So about 500. 500. Where does that place them? That places them higher than Chanel, doesn't it? Per 100 mil. Places them higher in the Dior as well. God, I think it places them at the highest. Space says Louis Vuitton is just hype. Arian sold all his Louis Vuittons. Are you outside a biker bar? No, I'm outside the gym. Just going into the gym. Going into the hemoglobin factory. We're gonna get our hemoglobin on. Jafar says Terre is one of those perfumes which I never liked on myself, not even the bottle from the year 2007, but love it on others and in the air. It smells great in the air too, yeah. It smells great. That's my brother-in-law's signature scent. So every time he comes over, I get to experience it. And I'm like, I get to experience on somebody else. That's the best part, is experience a scent that you know so well what it smells like on you, and then you're like, oh my god, it's like you get a completely different perspective of it, you know what I mean, that you've never seen or smelled before. It's pretty wild if you've ever experienced that, not just with Terre, but almost with any perfume, getting a different perspective of it. There are some perfumes that are like unrecognizable on other people. You're like, holy shit. Doc says, to be honest, I didn't get along with Vetiver in any version. Far prefer the drier ones like Sycamore and Encre Noirs. Yeah. Yeah. Onslaught has a good Vetiver. MJ, good to see MJ and Ensemble Matique. Arian says, exactly, I went for a month as well. That's probably why you get hit with that depression. Yeah, I was gone for a month, and I was like, I got back. I wanted to quit my job. It's like, I want to go back so bad and never come back here. But that's what it's like when you go on vacation. You go to a different country, and you're there for a month. Of course, you're going to have the time of your life. You don't have to work. You got your entire day is free. You got pockets full of cash. You can do whatever you want. You know, it's all freedom. So coming back to work, yeah, it's depressing, man. After a month of freedom, it's like locking up a caged animal. Like a Malinois. Like one of those German Malinois. Lock one of those things up and see what happens to it. Probably go like crazy, right? Do you think Encre Noir is an acceptable, cheap Sycamore alternative? I found it too synthetic and harsh. Some seem to love it though. I'm not really familiar with Encre Noir, but I keep hearing this comparison to Sycamore. Some people praise it because it smells almost as good as Sycamore, and it's like 1/100th of the cost or whatever it is. It's much cheaper or much more affordable. I think you can get it for like $50. But some people seem to love it, and other people are like, you know, they got a different opinion. Some people say, oh, it smells so much like Sycamore that you don't need to spend the extra money for the Chanel. And then there's other people that like, doesn't matter how much extra money is the Chanel, they're willing to pay for it. Guerlain Vetiver versus Chanel Sycamore. Let's see. All right, let's throw it up. Oh, I can move it now. There we go. I wasn't able to move it before. Before it was just simply in the middle of the screen, in the middle of my face, but now I'm able to move this. Oh, don't want to do that. Don't want to blow me up. I'm already huge. Oh, we do want to blow up this pole a little bit. Make it easier for you guys to see. There we go. All right, oh, 17 votes already. You guys are fast. All right, guys, put your vote in for favorite vetiver. Chanel Sycamore, which is great, or Guerlain Vetiver, which is just as great. And then it's so close. Look at this, 20 votes. Holy smokes. This is incredible. It's dead even. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I'm not surprised one bit. This is perfect. Keep it right there. I love this. 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 Oh man, I think I'm so far back in the comments. Should I just skip them all? And Eugene, growing your hair out. Yeah, hair, yeah, a little bit. Beard too. Beard, I just haven't been in the mood to shave, to be honest. That's all it is. Like, I'm not trying to grow a beard. It's just like, I got a lot of things going on, so if I can save a little bit of time here and there, that's it. But I'll eventually take it off. I'm not a beard guy, I gotta be honest. I much prefer clean skin. Like the stream in front of his gym. Yes, thank you for liking the stream. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us. It's great seeing you all on this Sunday evening at 6:39 just outside of Toronto. What's happening, Fragrance Journey? I see you, buddy. Hope you're having a great day. Marion says, my sister wore Diaghilev once. I was surprised. Sebastian says, I was thinking about buying Guerlain Vetiver. Never smelled it. Are you a Vetiver guy, first of all? Are you a classical perfume lover? Do you like... Would you guys consider Vetiver challenging? I would consider it challenging. So the truth is, the first time I smelled Guerlain Vetiver, I had ordered something for the Guerlain boutique. I think it was a bottle of Lidge. I think I had ordered a bottle of Lidge Extreme when it first came out. And she had it included, Irina, the sales rep, had included samples of Tonka Imperial and Guerlain Vetiver. And when I put on Vetiver, I was mortified. I was like, what the fuck is this? Dead ass. This is dead ass. This is old dead man in a funeral parlor. This is so old. This is my uncle. I was gonna say Charlie, that's awful. This is my uncle Fred at his funeral. if it so outdated me. But at the same time, I was like, this is so weird, but like kind of I understand it, you know? Very weird. It was a very weird experience, kind of surreal. Me and Guerlain Vetiver, the meeting. Have you tried Encre Noir? It came out before Sycamore. Very artistic, cheapy materials, but blended. It came out before Sycamore? Dude, Sycamore is like OG Sycamores for the 1920s, I think, isn't it? 30s, 40s, 50s. Like, this is kind of just brought back. This isn't a 2007 idea, right? It might have been reformulated. I mean, formulated in 2007, but this goes back since what, guys? I don't know. A long time. Aldrich says, waiting for the fall and winter to wear Mitsuko. Yeah. Mitsuko, fall and winter, yeah, EDP. Spring, summer, you can easily wear Mitsuko EDT with the big peach, the big juicy, fruity peach. Dushan says Mitsuko for life. Me too, man, forever. Jared says the beard is coming in nice, bud. Thank you, sir. Space says, but you always know when you smell Santal 33 in the air. It's an exclamation point in olfactory form. Yeah, you can't miss Santal. When you smell Santal 33, it's so specific. You can't miss it. You absolutely know it's Santal 33. So weird. I don't mind smelling. I much prefer smelling it, but you smell it so often than wearing it. For me, it's just too much. To me, it's like, I feel like I'm carrying a cinder block around all day when I'm wearing Santal. And Santal is the cinder block, and it's chained to me. And I can't really do it. Like, that's how heavy it is. Like, Santal really starts to kind of sit on your mind. Mitra says, I haven't gone anywhere and I still dread work tomorrow. Oh no. Igor says, what's up? Everything. What's happening, Igor? The sky, the moment right now is up. We're all here, hanging out, having a good time, talking about Vetiver. Chanel Sycomore, Guerlain Vetiver. Make a vote in the poll. We got 31 votes. Sycamore's taking the lead by 4%. 52 to 48. 31 votes. It's probably like 16 to 15 or something. Sycamore got smoky notes. Yeah, definitely. Harley says, scent of the day, Bois Dormant, which is a good woody perfume. Omar, what's happening in Guerlain Neroli Vetiver? I'm seeing a lot of that lately. Nerolia Vetiver in the comments. Arian says, that is a big aspect, though. Is a big aspect for me as well. I want the true original in the sense, like, if I'm set on Sycamore and Encre Noir is what, 80% close, I'm still going with the Chanel. I'm going with the Chanel as well. To me, with the Chanel, I know I'm getting quality. I'm getting what I want from a perfume. Sophistication. I'm getting everything. I'm getting Chanel quality. Guerlain Vetiver, way cheaper. It is way cheaper. And modern Guerlain Vetiver is still excellent. Excellent. You can find it, I bet you, for $60 if you looked around on discount sites. Bozok says, I'm convinced if Natalie Lorson had bigger budget with Encre Noir, she would have made a better Sycamore. JD says, love the Vetiver and Amouage Diamant and Eau Sauvage Parfum. Yeah, Eau Sauvage Parfum is great. Not very familiar with Dia, but good to see JD. Hope you're doing well. Dushan says Guerlain for the win. I'm not surprised there. So Deli says, so if it's even, do we go to war? Is that what you want, Deli? I mean, is there a simpler way to, you know, solve our problems than to pick up a gun and start shooting people? You know? I don't know. I don't like that idea. Like, life is, it's tough sometimes the way it is. You know, you got people shooting at you. Kind of makes it harder. Eloise, good to see Eloise. Hope you are doing well. Actually, I hope you're doing great, Eloise. I hope you're doing great. Way better than well. But she says, Guerlain Vetiver is a bit masculine leaning, right? It's very, it's like the most masculine thing ever, I would consider it. So much vetiver and tobacco and aldehydes. It's truly manly. It's very manly. It was actually one of the, like, it was one of Maria's favorite things that I ever wore was that. And that's what she said. It's very masculine. So when I wore it, I would wear it with intention of her enjoying it. Bobby says the tobacco. The tobacco makes it super masculine, yeah. Scent of the day is Platinum Egoist, Dumb Reach. Swampy Vetiver is challenging. It is. That's what the Guerlain Vetiver is. I would call that swampy, wet ass, damp, very earthy. Vetiver Patchouli. That was the toughest pull for me so far on this channel. I'm subbing. Well, thank you so much for subbing, Bobby Dior. It's good to have you on board. Welcome. Thanks for being here for the last 10 years. Dushan says, I love Lidge. Need to buy the extreme version. Guerlain Vetiver is not a blind buy. Grass, tobacco, it's beautiful. Guerlain Vetiver is what Pablo Escobar would wear. Guerlain Vetiver is what you would wear in a white shirt, dress pants, a nice belt, and nice shoes. You know, very crisp, very clean. Yeah, it definitely holds some power to it. You know, when you smell a man wearing Guerlain Vetiver, you're like, yeah, this guy's got his shit together. You know, like you gotta look far and deep for a fragrance like that. You're not gonna find a fragrance like Guerlain Vetiver anywhere. You know, you're not gonna find it in Walmart or a drugstore. It's really one of a kind. Sebastian says, love barbershop smells. Anything Powerhouse 1980 smells like Paco Rabanne. Wood home. Aldrich says, high on Mitsuko. Same here, man. Mitsuko is life. Mitsuko is like soul filling, you know? It makes my soul happy. And sometimes my soul craves for it. It'll be like, come on, man, go get that thing called Mitsuko. And I'll be like, all right, I'll be right back. JJ says, wow, that pull is blowing my mind. But it looks like Sycamore is starting to creep away. Sycamore is kind of in the 20-yard line. Might score a touchdown here. Anyone watch any football today? Watched the Bills. Saw Josh Allen get his nose busted. Smoked the goddamn Jets. Was watching Patrick Mahomes and the Eagles before I took my son home. What else? What are the games? I think those are the only two games I saw, but yeah, Sundays are fun for that. Dushan says, I expect a very nice package in the next 5 days. What's in the package? Does anyone wear Alfred Dunhill cologne? No, Diaghilev for life. We love heavy animalics. You can wear it for life. Arian says another 13 smell like nail polish to me. It is definitely has a synthetic edge to it. It's not natural smelling at all, no. Jonah says the best Mitsuko is the X-Ray. When you wear it at the right time, it's an unbeatable experience. You might be right. That is the key word. The right time. The right time, because I most usually prefer the EDP to the X-Ray. But there have been moments where I've seen like so much, you know, obviously beauty in the X-Ray, but it doesn't shine to me as much as the EDP. But the X-Ray of Velour Bleu, I get that experience, that beautiful experience with. According to Dacub, the Sycamore of the 20s is not at all the same as the new one we have now, except in the name. Meaning what? It doesn't smell anything alike? Like anything? You're telling me they're completely different ideas? I'd understand if they're not the same, just like if Gardenia wasn't exact same, but I can't imagine them being completely different ideas. Or Bois d'Azil or Cuir de Russie. Like Cuir de Russie, modern Cuir de Russie doesn't smell anything like the vintage, but I'm sure it's still the same idea. What surprised me was Neroli 36. Absolutely lovely. I don't remember trying that for Neroli. Jafar says the most horrible vetiver of all time for me, Sultan Vetiver by Nishane. That shit smelled like American Garden peanut butter on me. What? American Garden peanut butter. Nishane Vetiver. Who else has tried that? Mitra says the worst vetiver of all time, Guerlain Vetiver Fauve. Dushan says vetiver foul. John Matthews says, are you a fan of Mal's Vetiver Extraordinaire? Do you think it's worth the money? I love Mal's Vetiver Extraordinaire. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to tell you all of these are worth the money. You got to, for me it is. I'm going to say, for me, yes. If I run out of Mal's Vetiver Extraordinaire, I would repurchase. But I would also, you know, Sycamore is worth the money. Guerlain Vetiver is worth the money. These are all fabulous perfumes. You know, you can have Guerlain Vetiver for $50, $60 if you look hard enough. Abbey Rouge, $50 or $60. For some reason, I feel like Heritage is going to cost you a little bit more. I don't know why that is. Arian says, I'm just a max consumerism boss. You're allowed to be, bud. If that's what makes you happy and you got your stuff figured out, put it in fifth gear and just pedal to the metal, man. According to some reviewers, it is a great vetiver. Who am I to say it isn't? Well, yeah, everybody has their own taste, and that's the beauty of this hobby, is just kind of sharing it with other people, right? Share. Sharing is caring. Well, that's what they say. Lord Charles, good to see Lord Charles. How are you, buddy? Guess what? I was in Harrods a few weeks ago, went into Roja for the first time and had a full 1 hour, 30-minute conversation and tour of the shop with Roja. Didn't know his face. I did not know it was him at first. Me with a skinhead, beard, and tracksuit, but he didn't discriminate. Lovely stuff. That's awesome, man. That's awesome, and you got to take away a great memory and share it with the rest of the world. I'm sure Roja would love to hear this. But, I mean, good on Roja, you know what I mean? Good on Roja Dove. I love hearing that. It sounds like a great experience. And I'd love going into Harrods and talking to Roja Dove for an hour and a half. I'd love an hour and a half of his attention. That sounds great to me. Like with Thierry Basset or Sylvain Delacourt. Beauty of scent is in Hermes Eau Intense Vetiver. Wow, Omar says it really is Vetiver Day. So we're at, Sycamore's at 58%, Guerlain Vetiver at 42 with 38 votes. Cool, interesting. I wonder what do you guys think gives Sycamore the edge? Is it just simply because it's easier to wear? It's not as, I would say Vetiver, Guerlain Vetiver feels a bit more outdated. Not that Sycamore feels modern. Sycamore feels very classical. Yeah, it's just the hard notes in the Vetiver. I think it's the tobacco and aldehydes. Make it a little bit challenging. JJ says I'm gonna get Samsara soon. Don't wait too long. Which one is the best? The OG. Get I mean, if you can get the parfum, like the extrait in the cubes. I know, actually the parfum is discontinued. The extrait is discontinued. I'm lucky Nuge sent me a bottle. He just sent me one day. I guess he was cleaning out his stuff and he just kind of, I was, okay, cool, awesome. So I'm lucky in that way. But I did have a cube. I got a cube. If you can get vintage EDP in the red bottle, that would be really good. Or actually, there's a clear bottle as well. I've got the clear bottle and I've got the deep dark red bottle, and they're both beautiful, stunning, and gorgeous, magnificent perfumes. I don't think you're gonna go wrong with any kind of version of Samsara as long as it's old. Jonah is in Memoir Man by Amouage. Good to see Jonah. Good to see 42 people here on a Sunday night, 7 p.m. Having a Sunday night delight. Fragrance world. I'm just parked outside the gym here, gonna go for a workout. Maybe go to the marina later tonight, do some work. Does the association of that fragrance having been your ex-wife's favorite make it harder to? No, we're good. Like I've, you know, no, it doesn't. Actually, like she helped me like find appreciation in it, so you know what I mean. I'm not angry. I've got no anger. I've dealt with my stuff. No, but does fragrance make it harder for you guys, for any of you guys, that exes have worn, that you won't wear or you've gotten rid of, or maybe you do want to wear and smell because it reminds them of you? I don't neither wear it because it reminds me of her or because, you know, for any other reason, just because I want to now. But yeah, she kind of helped me appreciate it in a way. Well, I have worn Guerlain Vetiver and got compliments from men, so here is that. That's good. That's brave. That's really brave. Hard to believe Guerlain Vetiver and Habit Rouge were made by the same dude. Right? That's a good point. Because when Habit Rouge was first created, the Guerlain family did not like it, and they kept saying this is way too feminine and remake this to Jean-Paul Guerlain. It was his dad and his uncles that said, no, this is unacceptable. This is not a men's fragrance. It's too soft and powdery. And Jean-Paul just kept saying, no, this is what I want to put out. Like, this is my version. So it was kind of a problem when Habit Rouge came out. So I guess he kind of made up for it with Guerlain Vetiver, because you're right, it's masculinity. It's so masculine. It's such a strong fragrance. JJ says, yeah, according to Day Cup, totally different perfumes. I wasn't around in the 20s, so I couldn't tell you. I died in 1912, but you could have brought some back. I don't know. Has anyone tried Sycamore Parfum? I might have tried a dab this at the store, but not really enough to wear. No. Yeah, Louise, it's Vetiver is hyper masculine, I would say. Even more so. Like, do you find Sycamore masculine? I do. The woods are, it's just so woody. You know what I mean? There's nothing soft or girly or pretty about it. I don't even find it like powdery. But that's okay. That's not to say a woman couldn't wear it. Obviously they could. But it doesn't have the traditional feminine qualities like a cocoa, right? So I think vetiver for me has always felt kind of masculine. Louis Vuittons don't worth the money. Would Escobar be in the top 10 most badass people to walk this earth? No. Probably not. I'd put Mike Tyson ahead of Escobar. Yeah, I'd put Mike Tyson ahead of Escobar. So Mitra says, don't listen to him, Eloise. It's all in your aura and believing you can pull it off. You believe it, people will love it on you. Yeah, for me, I find it ultra masculine, but I'm not saying a woman can't wear it. I would say definitely go for it, try it. I would say try it, and if you like it, own it. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I wear so many women's fragrances. I could fucking care less, you know what I mean, what anyone else thinks. As long as I like them, as long as that's all that matters, is I enjoy it. Because they're not offensive. I don't wear them around people to offend or overspray, but I just wear them because I like them. Doesn't matter if they're marketed towards men or women or whoever, donkeys, right? As long as I like them. And if you want to try vetiver and it's something you enjoy, by all means. I would never tell anybody you can't wear this because it's not your gender. Nectarine Man, what's up? Good to see you. Have you ever tried the Tom Brown frags? They are like 7, all with the central theme of vetiver. Wow, it's vetiver absolute is my daily office drive. I've never tried them, no. I've never even heard of Tom Brown frags. But that's really interesting to go with a theme all across the board on 7 fragrances of vetiver. That's crazy. That's challenging. That's actually really brave. I find that super brave. I imagine they cater mostly to men, though, Tom Brown. No, they're a designer, right? Do they do women's stuff, too? Olivia says, that's true. I'll get a bottle and try for myself. For sure. You'd be able to try it, probably. I mean, being in New York, it should be on every department store there. Like at the higher end department stores, you should be able to find some there just to try. A says vetiver is a tough note for some. This is true. Even for me, it is sometimes a tough note. Diptyque's Vetiverio for me is so tough to wear. Vetiver and rose. I don't know what it is, but it's just like, oh. Cloying. But some vetivers, they just don't click. JJ says, Eloise just discovered your channel and binged a bunch of videos. Thanks for your detailed review of Celine frags. Yes. Thank you for all the work you do. Thank you to everybody for putting out videos and live streaming and just being here, being around. I mean, they're kind of what makes the community, isn't it? Places like this. Places like Mitra's channel. Places like Eloise's channel. Like Rich's channel. Who else is here? Bobby's channel, obviously. Who am I missing? I don't want to miss anyone. There's so many great people here, though. Roja's Vetiver cologne is the worst. Igor, I've never tried that one, Vetiver cologne. Oh, I've tried Roja's kind of His take on Guerlain Vetiver, what was it called? I don't remember. Was it called Vetiver as well? Rojas Vetiver? Was that his take on Guerlain Vetiver? Duchamp says, Memoir, Woman is my #1 gothic scent. Chuck says, Eugene, did you miss me? I absolutely missed you, Chuck. Sometimes I don't know what I'm going to do without you, bud. I just kind of pace back and forth waiting for you to text me, you know? But it's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Now life can go on. Life can certainly go on. JJ says, I was just going to go to the Guerlain counter. Are the new ones bad? I liked on the card. Try the Parfum. There's a new, like, X-ray. Try that one. That might be easier to wear. And there's another Guerlain. What the hell was that one called? Shit. It was like a flanker of Vetiver. Vetiver, God. Like the, not the Frozen. But this one's discontinued. The flanker of Guerlain. Guys, what was that one called? Bobby Dior says Masculinity. I looked it up. There's a pic of Chamad put home. You know why? Because it must have a ton of Vetiver in it. But you think Chamad put home would show up before Fahrenheit in the search of masculinity? I think Fahrenheit's as masculine as they get. Lord Charles says, you're a star and I wish you well. You hope you're thriving, mate. And by the way, it's less exclusives every day for months. I don't know how they're so good, but yeah, nothing compares. Well, Lord, I don't even know how to receive that, bud, but I love you. I love you, man. I hope you're doing great. Thank you for being a great human. Hog Hunter. Good to see Hog Hunter 69. What a name, what a name. Is Creed Vetiver good for... Yeah, I would say Creed Vetiver is good. Okay, so I haven't smelled the new stuff, and I know there's always, like, whenever Creed is brought up, you got to talk about new stuff and old stuff and batches and all the stuff that I don't care for, right? But yeah, I would say it's a good fragrance. Also, Mugler Cologne's got to have a ton of Vetiver in it as well. Mugler Cologne. Yeah, I kind of always wish I got a bottle of Vetiver, older Vetiver. I always had my eye on one bottle. There was a bottle that I would run into at this place. This, like this little discount shop. And then, like, one day it just was gone. Eloise says, I own Sycamore and love it, and it smells girly on me. What? Really? Holy smokes. Girly. Describe girly. There's absolutely nothing girly on... I mean, on me, I don't get anything girly on this. This is so rugged. And I definitely picture a beard, an axe, matches, chopped wood, pine needles, a leather knapsack, a grinding stone. Girly. Shocking. But it is winning in the poll. 55 to 45. Sycamore. A good powdery Prada black. Escobar would wear Chamad Put Home. Would he? Yeah. Maybe. If he can get access to Guerlain. I can see him probably in Paco Rabanne Put Home. Dushan says I put Silverback Gorilla above Tyson. No, he was asking about the top 10 baddest dudes that ever walked the planet. I don't think it was including animals. Mr. T was a badass. He used to watch the A-Team. Who would win, 50 men or a silverback gorilla? Man, we'd have to do it. We'd have to set it up. Ernie Shavers versus Mike. Who's Ernie Shavers? JJ says, I wear women's fragrances all the time. Same here, man. Same here. No shame, no guilt. Just love. Just love. As long as I like them, I wear them. Same. Omar says, technically, I take Terre de Hermes over both Guerlain and Chanel. I guess it's not as heavy on the vetiver. And it's got way more citrus. Citrus and geranium. Terre is brilliant, eh? Cedar, it's a cedar balm. It is kind of mosquito repellent-ish. Like Abbé Rouge. Like, we can't lie. It is definitely citrusy and citronella-ish. It kind of smells like mosquito repellent. That was kind of a complaint for both of those. Abbé Rouge. Abbé Rouge was more citronella, and Terre de Hermes is more mosquito repellent, like DEET. But brilliant at the same time. Do you find that Le Male Elixir smells a lot like Dom Paris and other Celine? What? What are you going on about, Adam? Le Male Elixir? No, not at all, dude. Le Male Elixir is bubblegum and pear to me. And it's a fruity floral if I've ever smelled one. Le Male Elixir is le female. It's not masculine at all. It's very la female. Yeah, I don't find it. But I don't find it smells either like Dom Paris or anything in the Celines. Kind of smells like the new Dior Homme Parfum that Francis K did. Galen's channel. Maybe if he's uploaded in the last 3 years, I would mention Galen's channel. We were just talking about that the other day. Galen needs to bring all his videos back up. And uploading videos too, more importantly. Especially with all his access now. He's at Sephora, so he knows, like, he sees all this shit in the background that nobody else does. And I bet people would just love to kind of know, you know, what he's doing or what's going on in the world of Sephora. Like, Sephora is probably the biggest sales place of perfume in the US, in North America. I'm sure they sell a ton of it. But you go in there, Sephora's a nightmare though. I go in Sephora, it's all flankers. Like, they don't carry something unless it's got 10 flankers to it. And going in there, like the last time I went in there, I was just like, oh my God, I was shocked. I've never seen anything like this. Valentino, Uomo, Libra. It's just like unbelievable. Everything seriously had 10 flankers. Yeah, but Galen needs to start recording more videos. But we won't give him we won't give Galen the Atherilist a shout out until he starts recording more videos. And then only then will we shout out Galen's channel. Not No says Terre de Hermes is great, Omar. Have you tried the Eau Intense Vetiver? I have Eau Intense Vetiver. It's my least favorite Terre de Hermes. Bobby says, I also binged on Eloise's channel, vids and her lovely trays. Yeah, more tray videos. Mitra's the ice queen. What does that mean? I am basic, dude. I pretty much just have what's around now. What does that mean? Mike V says Encre Noir for $25. I guess he's referring to the poll. Did you vote, Mike? Should I put Encre Noir in the poll? Good to see Ricardo Lucas in Brazil. How you doing, man? Mitra said, honestly, no one said it smells masculine on me. What, Vetiver? I think I only have a few discontinued. Tobacco Oud, Rose de Russie, Folge, White Patchouli. Ricardo says, is there something different about you, or is it just me? I don't know. I imagine we're all changing every single moment, even if it's just a little bit. None of us really stay the same. It's impossible to. So I imagine it's probably both of us, Ricardo, a little bit you and a little bit me, but it's good to see you nonetheless. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Kevin says a real silverback would always win. I kind of feel like a silverback. Alejandro says, I agree. Terre de Hermes is better than both. Ooh. Really? I should have added Terre de Hermes in that poll. Because Terre de Hermes is great. And it's from another French designer. Do you guys think, like, when Jean-Claude Elena was making Terre de Hermes, he looked to Chanel, he looked to Dior, he looked to Guerlain before he created it? Do you think he looked at Sycamore or Vetiver? Doesn't really smell like either of them, does it? Terre de Hermes, Guerlain Vetiver, and Sycamore, all three of them are uniquely their own thing. None of them smell like the other. Absolutely their own thing, their own direction. Like no similarities whatsoever. None. And that's great. Anyone here from Ramsey? Hope Ramsey's doing well. I'm not spoken to Ramsey in a bit, but I hope he's doing well. Beauty of Scent saying, asking if I've smelled any low A perfumes. I come across them a bit here and there, but I've smelled some, like smelled them, you know, in coming across. That's all I can really say. Dushan says Galen is a lovely pensioner. Chuck says, I don't feel like Terre pushes the Vetiver near as much as Sycamore or Guerlain Vetiver. Unless we're talking about the Intense. You know what? I didn't find the Intense as intricate as Jean-Claude's perfumes. It felt more boxy and square, and Jean-Claude's had more of a... They had like these really nice twists and turns to them. It was almost like a circle, and everything kind of goes around in this circle. And then you put on Terre de Hermes Intense Vetiver, and it's just like this square that goes... It's just like checking you into the corners, you know? Definitely not as smooth and round and polished and fluid as the first ones. Yeah, definitely. It was missing that. Definitely missing that soft, that kind of smoothness. Mitra says, I can barely smell anything in Sephora so much is sprayed there. Yeah, that's a problem too. You know what's another problem? All the testers are empty. And you know what's even worse than empty testers is they're all attached to these cords. You know, they're all like, they've all got these safety things on them, so you can't pull them. Like, sometimes you can't even pull them to your body. It's like, who's shopping in these places? Catherine is asking, is that the name of Les Upstairs' new fragrance, Lovely Pensioner? It's got a nice ring to it. Chuck says put Vetiver Tonka in there. JJ says Encre Noir is basically Sycamore. Sebastian says, you know what smells amazing? Dolce & Gabbana Put Home, or Cool Water from 1988 with the cursive writing. Dolce & Gabbana Put Home was great. How often do you smell perfume on people these days? Do you think perfume made these days don't radiate off the skin? I smell perfume on people all the time, in public, all the time. And I would say just as much on men as on women. Like coming into the men's change room in the gym, I'll smell 4 or 5 things in there going in at once, you know? So going to the mall to drop off packages, or the post office, or wherever, go for a walk into the city, always smelling things. Not so much when I go to work, but that's just the environment. Like, not many guys wear fragrances there now. Right now, kind of working with a different crew. But it's always changing. It's, you know, so it's changing. But yeah, now I'm smelling a lot of things out in public. Some things are great, and I'm really curious. I was like, fuck, I would love to know the name of that, or what that is, or I'd like a sample of that. And other things, I'm just like, ooh, run, fucker. Omar says Terre de Hermes would destroy both in a pool. You're very confident. Destroy sounds like a very confident term. I don't know if it would destroy them. Maybe if it did, it's probably because it's more well known, easier to access. I feel like it's way easier to access. What's harder to access, Sycamore or Guerlain Vetiver? Considering Sycamore is an exclusive, but Guerlain's distribution's so fucked up, you never know what the hell you're gonna get. Just because they carry it in Canada doesn't mean they're gonna carry it in the US and vice versa. And you can't find Guerlain just anywhere. It's your beard. Before you just had a mustache. You're looking more charming now, bro. Really? Charming? I find it looks dirty. Maybe it's just like the salt and pepper thing, but thank you, Ricardo. Dushan says, I would love to see Philosopher's Walk flanker with the name Russell's Teapot. What's going on, guys? What is going on? Ricardo says Guerlain's Vetiver is a true work of art. I've got a lot of appreciation for that fragrance, and I'm glad I managed to get it in the 200ml bottle. It is a piece of work. It is. I will agree with that. Just because it's not really approachable or wearable, for me, doesn't take away from its creativity. Very creative. Bobby says, what the F, Galen? What's Galen saying? I must have missed him. Galen, I miss you. Come back. Dushan says, I like vintage Dolce & Gabbana Put Home. Very nice citrus tobacco combo. Oh yeah, dirty empty testers. Sticks to your hands. Yeah, nasty little fuckers, eh? Omar says, yeah, true. Terre de Hermes is at every Sephora or freaking Shoppers, not so much Sycamore or Vetiver. Right? Alejandro says, Alejandro. Alejandro. In Miami, Guerlain Vetiver is more readily available than Sycamore. In Miami. I would imagine everything is available in Miami. Anything you dream of. No, is it not like that in Miami? Everything goes. Bozak says shelves at Sephora are covered with a thick layer of perfume oils. Everybody's spraying them. All those people spraying, it's got to go somewhere. Not everything goes on the body. Like, how much do you, when you spray, how much is wasted? How much lands on you? How much lands on the floor? What's happening, Jonathan? Good to see you, brother. Jonathan says, hi, everybody. Faison says, are Clive Christian's Blonde Amber and Amber Wood worth it at discounted prices? Oh, yeah. I don't know anything about Clive Christian's, man. Please no smoky note in the new one, Eugene. No smoky note. No smoky note. No smoky note, Catherine. Can we do a Chanel Guerlain Hermes poll so we can shut this craziness down? Sycamore forever. Okay, so we're at 54 votes. Yikes. Sycamore is winning 57%. Pretty fair lead. It's not for certain. I mean, we can get like a couple of yahoos come in here and change the whole thing. You know what I mean? Ricardo says, did you know that Eugene here actually means Eugenio? Just a little fun fact. I worked with a Brazilian guy for a long time, and then that's what he called me, Eugenio. He always called me with a little twist. He never just called me, it could never just be Eugene. It was always like, you know. And the Italians are like that too. They like to put a little twist on your name. Even their own names. Alejandro versus Despacito. Haven't smelled the newer Guerlain Vetivers. That's what I have. Mitra says that's strange I got kicked off. Where did you get kicked off from? Miami is like New York with fragrances everywhere. That's what I imagine. Like everything is available in Miami. Everything, you have access to whatever you want. What's happening, Germs? Good to see Germs. How you doing? How's everybody doing? We got 49 here at 7:30 p.m. just outside of Toronto time. About to head into the gym very soon. But it's good to see you all. Hope you're doing great. Sunday evening, Sunday night delight. Let us know what fragrance you're wearing. If you're wearing any perfume, or if you have any questions about perfume or fragrance, or do you have a store? And if so, where is it? I don't have a physical store. I have an online store. Les Abstraits. The Abstract in French.com. That is my store. You can get samples of Les Abstraits there. Buy one of the samples, I'll send you all 3. I'll send you 4. I'll send you 4. Catherine says I got kicked out too. My history didn't show this, so I searched it and brought up Eugene Dingleberry. Didn't click on that. What are you guys talking about? You guys got kicked out where? I got kicked out too. Kicked out of what? A bar? The stream? The pool? The gym? More coming in and voting, keeping it open. How many votes we got? Well, there you go. 56 votes. My eyes are strained. I'm not getting glasses. Definitely never ever getting glasses. Alejandro says, at first I fell in love with the L'Eau de Homme Extreme. Now I can't stand it. That's the sport, is the extreme, right? I can't stand it either. I sold mine. I hated it. Synthetic sandalwood. Ugh. Mint. I think it was just too extreme and synthetic for me. I don't wear the I ended up breaking my sport. I had the original sport, and I think I broke the bottle, and I honestly, I don't even remember. I think I repurchased the bottle and then I sold it because I don't think I have the sport anymore. I used to have the sport, I used to have the extreme, I still have the Pour Homme, and I still have Edition Blanche. But I had all four of them. I definitely don't have the extreme anymore, and I'm pretty certain I don't own the sport. But I ended up smashing my bottle. I dropped it at work. I was a bit pissed, but I was pissed I had to buy a new one. Have you tried Les Indemnisables? I have. I have tried them. Ricardo says, today I'm wearing Soie d'Orient for Sisley for the 4th day in a row. And I'll stick with it. Wishing everyone a great week. All the best. All right, man. Are you taking off or what? Kicked out of your stream. How? What do you mean kicked out of my stream? What did it do? Because that's interesting. Maybe YouTube hired bouncers. And ask for ID soon. Maybe a passport. Have you tried new Les Indemnisables? Which one? Oh, somebody just came in with a sample. Well, there you go. Thank you, whoever it is. Your 4 samples will be on the way. Have I tried the newest one, Immortelle Solaire? I have. That is the latest one that I've tried. I have, and it's great. Catherine says, yes, YouTube is having problems today. Dushan says, I'll wear Les Abs to the Alps when I go skiing there next March. I'm going to wear Les Abs to the Alps when I go skiing there next March with you, Dushan. We'll wear Les Abs together. And we'll work on our abs. And we'll get abs. Because muscles are great. We need muscles, right, Guy? I think muscles are the key to the happiness. It's not even like having muscles, it's just like working for them, having something to work for. Having something hard to do that's going to make you feel good. It's going to exhaust you and make you feel better. It's just said Eugene's stream ended. Are you kidding? We're still here, guys. I'm still here. Oh, Doc says that was me ordering the samples. Can't wait for philosophers. All right, man. All right, bud. They're coming. But no, the stream, I'm still here. The stream's not over, clearly. I don't know if you guys are glitching or... Rob Watts says, Sycamore is so damn good. Have you tried Cowboy Grass from Dias and Durga? So I tried a bunch of things from Dias and Durga the last time I was etiquette, like less than a month ago. And I liked almost everything I tried. Way more niche-y than Chanel is, you know, way more niche-y. Way more daring, risk-taking, challenging, bolder sense. Very modern, too, at the same time. I didn't find them classical, which is fine. You know, not everything needs to be classical. But I felt they had kind of this... No, they felt more Andy Tower than they did Chanel. You know, with the gasoline notes and stuff like that. Yeah, really enjoyed them. I think Russian leather from Les Indy or something. Oh, so I don't know if that's been released. That's a limited edition, the Vanilla Van Flanker. Yeah, I think Russian leather. First it was Oud, Coeur d'Oud, 500 bottles of that. Or 50 bottles, 500. I think it was 500. That was limited edition, Vetiver Van Flanker, and then now it's this Russian leather. I don't think it's called Cuir de Russie. Abscess? What's it called? I don't know. I can't remember. Mitra got slam dunked. Prada Black versus Prada Amber per home. Flip a coin. Now I want to try Fahrenheit Parfum. Hopefully better. Better than what? JJ, you got to try it. It's brilliant. It's so good. It's so good. Jonathan says and confirms Cowboy Grass is wonderful. Stacy says muscles are earned, you can't buy them. Yeah, that's great too. Definitely, you got to work for them. Definitely got to work for them. That's what makes it a great part. It's a great process. You know what I mean? It just comes a part of life. Gives you something to work towards, something to work for, something to look towards. And just generally, you feel better. You generally feel better. Less lethargic, less moody, more open, more outgoing. Yeah, but it's not just muscles. Yeah, muscles are part of it. It's just like the actual feeling. You feel better. You feel healthier. JJ, that's bad news. My vintage is almost empty. Thanks for the heads up. Birch tar is Russian leather sole. I love birch tar. Deeply. Hence Descendre. Birch. Descendre originally was going to have birch in the name. Birch was gonna be in the name. What's the cloying vetiver I was telling Mitra I don't like? Cowboy Grass. It's like getting punched in the face with a fistful of vetiver and lemongrass. Isn't it amazing when you describe a perfume as getting punched in the face? Like, because perfume is invisible. You got to remember this, right? What is it that gives that feeling of a punch in the face? And what else punches? So for me, when I hear punch in the face, Le Lion. Wham, bam, elbows, knees. It's just like full on. Bam. Le Lion. The opening of Le Lion is so explosive. Poison. Bam, bam. Double punch. Poison will knock you the... What is an uppercut? Now we need an uppercut. Santal 33. Oof. Santal 33 comes in for the uppercut. What's happening? Often licked. What do you think of the uppercut? Yeah, but Le Lion is a kind of punch in the face I asked for. What is wrong with you, my friend? Who asks for a punch in the face? And if your best bud did ask you for a punch in the face, would you be able to punch him in the face? Would you be able to punch your best bud in the face? Like full on? I don't think I'd be able to do it. Not my best bud. Not anybody, to be honest. Unless you're in the ring with gloves. Sycamore EDT is so amazing. Often licked. Okay. Okay. I don't remember my EDT. But I'm going to take your word. Because the EDP is amazing as well. Balzac says Descendre is such a banger. Impossible to get something similar unless you spawn unicorn vintage. Yeah. Vintage. JJ Astor, how about Fat Electrician? Carl Anderson says Ganymede is a Mike Tyson punch. Ganymede is the uppercut we're looking for, bro. You just answered our prayers. Ganymede is the uppercut we're looking for. Yes, thank you. Thank you for coming in. Carl Anderson just threw in the towel. It's over. The game is over. Ganymede is the knockout punch. Ganymede, what have you done to us? Ganymede is a Mike Tyson bite to the ear. Which perfume would be the Evander Holyfield? Onslaught face punch. Ooh. Ooh. Uppercut comes kind of out of nowhere. I might go with Orange Scirocco. Yeah, you find that big, like massive? Uppercut comes kind of out of nowhere. I might go for Orange Scirocco. I didn't really find it like that punchy. Cowboy grass is in the punch to the face I got from running my mouth or falling off a horse. Ooh. Oh man. And those are solid weight. Face first. I felt those. I fell off my bike face first. Last day of school in like grade 2 or 3, I was racing home. I even broke out of school 30 minutes early. Last day, I had my report card in my bag. I didn't give a about anything else. I'm racing home on my like brand new 10-speed bike, and I hit the front brake. My buddy called me, and I turned around to talk, and I hit, instead of the back brake, I hit the front brake, and I went flying like this. You know, I tumbled over on my face and I know what that feels like. I know what you're talking about, because I had to get like 10 stitches on my lips right here. So for the entire remaining time of summer, I had to eat my food out of a straw. My mom blended all my food. She'd be blending steaks for me. I'd be drinking steak out of a straw. Potatoes and chicken. I know what that feels like. I know what that kind of punch feels like. Falling off of a horse. Ganymede definitely takes steroids. Yeah, Ganymede's for The Rock. That's The Rock's perfume. Let him have it, and then tell him to go away. Carl Anderson, the Ganymede, no mass. Orange Scirocco is almost choking to me, so dense. Really? Almost choking? Anyone else get that? I don't find it heavy. I don't find Vanilla Man heavy. Or Mustasab, actually. Yeah, no. I don't find it heavy. Akigala with steroids. Anderson throwing the towel when Ganymede shows up by the freeways. Ganymede. That's a great name. We gotta find something for Onslaught. Lapidus put home is a high kick that puts you to sleep. What about Kudos? What kind of punch is Kudos? Kudos is definitely elbow, eh? Bam! Elbow. Like the sharp parts of the elbow. And a knee. Kudos is kind of an elbow-knee combo. Kudos is deadly. It's starting to get dark. Sun gone bye-bye. Whenever I hear Ganymede, I want to kiss my bottle of Chypre Palatin. Why? What about Ganymede triggers Palatin? Kirk's lost his last debate. He lost it by a long shot. If you closely watch Scarface, you'll see Karl Lagerfeld classics smell like Tony. JJ needs to try Chypre Palatine. You definitely do. Mitra says Chypre Palatine changes so much. Yeah, from start to dry down, absolutely, absolutely. It's unrecognizable. It starts off in this really nice Chypre direction, and to me it dries down as an amber. Like no Chypre in sight in the dry down. All gone. All those mossy notes are gone. It's all kind of like vanilla and tonka. The meatheads are here. All my favorite meatheads are here. Kuros is an uppercut. Yeah, Kuros is definitely like vicious. I didn't like the opening, but the dry down is great. You still don't like the opening? I think it's pretty great from top to finish. I also do find it really sweet though, eh? Like very sweet. I find Chypre Palatine very sweet. It's just as sweet as Zuzu, if you were being honest, right? Every bit as sweet as anything else. Is there a dupe for Sycamore? I don't. You're asking the wrong place, man. I have no idea. A dupe. Yeah, it's called Sycamore. It's called Sycamore, bud. Just get Encre Noir. Just buy the real thing, but you probably ask for a dupe for Encre Noir. Just get Encre Noir. It is overwhelming in the opening, very sweet in the dry down. You think it gets sweeter as it dries down? Yeah, a lot of vanilla comes out. In the opening, it's got so much mandarin, and it's like mandarin and moss, aldehydes, these green citrusy notes, lemons, ambers, trees, woods, spices, peach. It's really pretty. It's really lovely. Chypre Palatine, Mitsuko, Diaghilev. That's like the triple play. Those three are really great. And they're always kind of they're always connected, those three. Anytime I talk about Mitsuko, somebody will bring up Chypre Palatine or Diaghilev, and or any order of that. There's no bourbon in Vetiver bourbon. I like Vetiver bourbon. Didn't like the opening. I found it a bit strange and unusual, but the longer I stayed with it, I was like, oh, it started to change really quickly into something I liked. I would say it kind of leans to like Vetiver Extraordinaire more than anything else that I know, while being very different from Vetiver Extraordinaire at the same time. Often like just getting to the dry down of Vetiver Tonka, it's lovely. That's where the kind of hazelnut comes out, right? Very dry, nutty, creamy, kind of raspy. I always found Vetiver Tonka raspy, like sticky notes. But you can even smell that stickiness. Nice lipstick smell, most definitely. Which lipstick smell? Which is your favorite lipstick smell? I do not like Vetiver bourbon, I have decided. Well, you're allowed to. You're allowed to not like it. Ellie Saab vetiver. I've not tried that. The only Ellie Saab I own is sandalwood. The Francis Kurdian sandalwood. Oh, here we go. We got some action going on here. Hey, bud.
I see you. I said, look like this guy from. You're too dark inside, man. You're a gangster or what?
Yeah, I'm a gangster.
You on a phone?
Yeah. How you doing?
Coming in?
Yeah, I'll see you soon. Am I a gangster? I'm curious about Ellie Saab. I think they're all, I don't know. The one that I have is really well made. It feels really well made. I don't wear it a whole lot though. And I haven't smelled many of the others. But I hear like the same thing. They're all held very highly. Especially for the price that they're available at. If perfumes change into music, Peloton would be the overture of Carmen Bizot's masterpiece. Yeah, very dry and nutty. Kind of roasted almonds and hay as well with caramelized sugar and some spices. A bit coffee-ish too, right? That hazelnut coffee thing. Dry, smoky, rooty vetiver. Very similar to the newest Terre de Hermes. Intense Eau de Parfum. They share similar vetiver notes to me. And cedar. Vetiver and cedar. Doc is taking off for breakfast later, everyone. We'll see you, man. Have a good one. Enjoy breakfast. Get some protein. Are Coromandel and Richwood from Zerjoff close? Anyone with experience? Yeah, a little. Some would say... I've only tried Richwood once. Yeah. I'll just leave it at that. I found the Zara perfume with leather and oud. Smells very nice. What do you think of Encre Noir Sport 100ml for $22? I mean, have you ever gotten a perfume for less than $22? Mitra Scobar. Gangsta. True Coffee is a great call. Kanger, what's up, Kanga? I didn't even know her. I've used up my half bottle of Ellie Saab vetiver. I like it a lot. Hello, PG. Often asking, Mitra, how did the dry down of Vetiver 46 treat you? Nice, but not much vetiver, right? Whoa, no, it's very vetiver-y. Very smoky and very rooty. I got it's all vetiver, smoke, and vanilla basically. But beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love it. It's my favorite vetiver. I think I like it more than Sycamore. I think it wears brilliantly. Now Sycamore is great. Sycamore is great, but Vetiver 46 I find extremely good. Every time I wear it, it puts me in a good mood. I'm always in a good mood, and it's probably because I feel like I just wore a really good perfume, you know? It's vetiver, frankincense, and vanilla. That's what I get mostly. Dry, earthy, green, smoky vetiver. And it's balmy. It's all like inside of one big balsam, like a bubble. It's very bubbly. It feels like a big balsam. A big balsam vetiver. And that balsam is like an incense balsam, a fir balsam. Montal is not fancy enough for this family. Who's asking about Montal? We'll get Wally on him. Wally, escort these guys to the door. These guys asking about clones and Montals, and show him the way. Show him the way. Ovenlick says 2-man. Ovenlick, I have a bottle of 2-man. I have no idea where the hell it is. It disappeared. I'm starting to get curious where the hell my bottle of 2-man went. I haven't seen it in years. I haven't seen it in so long. And I think about wearing it all the time. Like the silver bottle of, is that 2 or 2-man? Comme des Garçons. That's aldehydes and rose. That's what I got. Aldehyde, inky rose. 31 puts me in a great mood. Me too. I love 31. It's kind of sunny, isn't it? It's like, it's not really a solar floral, but it's a bit sunny. What about it puts you in a good mood? The florals, they just vibrate, you know? They're high vibrating. It's those Chanel florals. "31 Rue Cambon is outrageously good." I agree, fellas. And I'm so glad that you guys agree as well. What other men out here love 31 Rue? Put your hands up. Put your hands up if you are a man and you like 31 Rue. Show yourself. And then flex. Deli said, "I asked Mitra yesterday, but do you have any amber recommendations?" I would say, well, we talked about Grand Soir and Ombre Sultan on Friday night here on the live. We were doing comparisons. There's 2 great ones. Le Lion, Shalimar. Chypre Palatin is actually, I would call it an amber. It dries down to an amber fragrance, regardless of what's in the name. Obsession is a great amber. Obsession. What else? Guerlain Heritage, I would say, is a good amber. Patchouli amber, if you like barbershop-y stuff. Lidge is a big amber. Dior Parfum is a good amber. There's tons and tons and tons and tons. Noir Peace, good amber, kind of. Noir Peace. Musk Ravageur. I got a backup of 2-man. That's how much I like it. I'm gonna look for I gotta find my 2-man. It's kind of driving me a bit. I don't want to say it. Yeah, I want to find it. The silver is just 2. All right. Yeah, tons of aldehydes, but that rose, oxide, and incense comes in for that light versus dark theme. Yeah, with the incense. I remember, it's so really good. It's way better than how I just described it, but yeah, it's so good. I also have a backup bottle of silver one. And black is amazing too. I love black. CDG black. That's brave and bold and daring and really well made. It's like you don't always get those. Like when something is creative and daring, it's not always well made. It's usually the opposite. It's like because they use it. shit ton of synthetics. It just smells like it's made in somebody's bathtub. 31 Rue for me and you. 31 Rue is so dreamy, almost golden age Hollywood. Yeah. It is so dreamy, like Marilyn Monroe would wear it. She would definitely, if she wore 5, she would easily wear 31. 31 Rue is busty too, right? Like 22. 22 is super busty and chesty. More than 5. Hollywood versus Aki Wood. Oh, shit. How about Jean-Claude Elena? 31 Rue is the most timeless Chypre. More than Mitsuko, bud? Wow. More than Mitsuko? I think Mitsuko is the most timeless thing. When I think timeless, I mean like timeless even in my subconscious mind, like not just visually or creatively, but what to me is like more natural in my mind. What would I find more within existence? And I think Mitsuko is something I would find more true, like closer to truth in terms of timelessness. But 31 is brilliant too. We're just having a conversation, right? We're just having a conversation. You're free to like rebuttal or just don't shoot me. Don't shoot me, okay? Because I just have a different opinion than you. Just please don't shoot me. Thank you for not shooting me. Have you ever tried Jubilation for women? Thanks for the recommendations. Yeah, you're welcome. Anytime, man. Some more ambers. How about some more ambers for delis? Coromandel. I would say Coromandel is a nice amber, like a really lovely amber that's not overdosed in gums and resins and smoke, you know what I mean? If you can get Tom Ford, Sahara Noir, Tobacco Oud, and Amber Absolute, you're set for life. Those 3, there you go. Mitsa, Big Amber, Ombre Nuit. There's a couple others in that Dior line. Zip It. Not another fucking word from you. Where did you go? Mitsa, there's a couple others. Oh, Santal Noir is a big amber. Santal Noir. And what's the other soft, powdery one? It's kind of a softer amber. Yeah. Ombre Nargil. That's a good one. The Moon. Frederick Mull The Moon. A good amber. I think Dries has a good amber note in it. But yeah, I like all different sorts of ambers. I love smoky things with just gums and overdose with gums and resins. Vanille Havane is a good amber. It's an excellent amber. You know, it's very churchy. That's something else I want from my ambers. I like when it reminds me of church. It has this aspect of church, of frankincense and dry wood, and it just smells churchy. Santal 33 is actually a really good amber. Yeah, I like my ambers to smell of church. I like them to have the gums. I like them to be sticky. I like them to be smoky. Like, yeah, smoke. I like smoke. I like smoke. The last good one, I think, was Ombre Rousse that I smelled. That was a good amber. That was new to me. Ombre Rousse. Ombre Rousse was nice. It kind of went in Tom Ford Amber Absolute direction. Like just, you know, at the top of my mind when I smelled it. I was just like, okay, really smoky and gummy, you know, vanilla, lots of vanilla. Really nice. GB25 is a glorious Chypre. I got black as well. I loved your review with Christo. Yeah, I'm pretty certain he had put me on the black. Like when we met, he was the Comme des Garçons guy. I was the Guerlain guy, and we kind of switched. Like he introduced me to this whole world of perfume, and I introduced him to a whole world of perfume. And it's almost like I got to learn all of his knowledge and all of his kind of what he's kind of picked up along the way, and he got the same from me when we met. Right? He got to get, like, I shared all my knowledge, all my perfumes, any kind of samples that I had of Guerlain, Chanel, and like everything went to him, you know what I mean? And he would go through that stuff and he would be messaging me, oh my God, I need a bottle of this, I need a bottle of that, I need a bottle of this. But black was one of those things that came from him. Yeah, black and two, because he was like obsessed with Comme des Garçons. And I got one of the incense series. And oddly, he was the one that sent me all those early MFKs, like the really good ones, of Absolute Pour le Soir, of Apom, like vintage Apom, old Apom. Like a bunch of those ones. So yeah, he did. And then we reviewed black together. I think Mitsuko is firmly more vintage smelling, but maybe it's because I got to it later than you. Beauty of Scent says, can you recommend a Montal for Dushan? I don't think I can name one right now. I couldn't name a single Montal right now off the top of my head. Did someone mention Mitsuko? Everybody here mentions Mitsuko. Christy, it's good to see you. Never take it personally, Eugene and Saul Love. Awesome, man, awesome. I'm glad that you guys get me. I'm glad that you guys allow me to be me, and I'll allow you to be you. You want to try a weird amber? Check out Comme des Garçons Copper. It's got tons of Iranium galbanum that gives it that green tinge. You know which Comme des Garçons I really liked that stood out to me? There was a small place here in Toronto that carried Comme des Garçons, and I don't think they're there anymore. So we had access to Comme des Garçons and Healy. That was before Etiquette got here. And it was Comme des Garçons, the OG, in the clear glass with the civet note. I think it was just OG, Comme des Garçons. It didn't really have a hashtag to it, you know? It could have been put home. But it was the one with honey and civet in it. And I thought that was fabulous perfumery. I couldn't even believe it. Like, that was like... Comme des Garçons is industrial perfume, right? And that does not feel... It didn't feel like industrial to me. OG Comme des Garçons. Amber by Ryder X Idolo. Delis, you didn't have enough ambers after 1.5 hours of me going through all of my ambers. He just needs ambers right now. He's on his path of ambers, and his path goes through us. Happy to help, Deli. I'm happy to help. I'm sure Mitra was a big help. No, if he gives the same recommendations, I'll tally them up and we'll be more likely to sample them. You and Crystal compared Black and Patchouli 24. I can feel the nostalgia when you talk about those videos. Yeah, they were fun. They were lots of fun. Live streaming was fun. Oh man, we used to get in so much trouble live streaming. Unbelievable. It was fun. Even our thumbnails got us in trouble. Thumbnails got us in trouble. Somebody reported our thumbnails. Damn. I always wondered who that was. I worked at a restaurant when... Well, you sound like a swell dude. Happy? Do you have Absolute Perlamatane? I don't think I've smelled that one. But that one's got a cologne as well, right? Yeah, the 94 Comme des Garçons Eau de Parfum. Is that what it's called? I own a bottle of that. They still make it. Tons of resin, rose, cinnamon, and nutmeg. How many cabinets of fragrance do I have? I have 2 cabinets. Why is that so funny? I don't get it. I don't get it. But it's 8:13, guys, on the Sunday night. We got 32 here in the house. Hope you guys are all having a great time. Hope you're having a lovely Sunday evening. Doing what you're doing. Hope life is treating you great. I hope you're going to wherever you need to be going. I'm in so much sick. I smell like a mustard seed. Anyone else get mustard from Sycamore? I can't stop thinking about mustard. Okay, so I'm going to end this poll. And the poll is at 69 votes. Sycamore 56, Guerlain Vetiver 55, and Guerlain Vetiver 45. All right. Good night, poll. Thank you for voting. Thank you, everybody, for voting. I was talking about my cabinets last night. How many cabinets do you have? How many cabinets do you have? Yeah, I got 2 cabinets, but I got stuff like kind of everywhere. Like in my closet too. So, you prefer 1932 or 1957? Ooh, nobody's ever asked me that before. 32 or 57? Wow, very different perfumes. They're so different. I don't see any connection to them. What do I like better? This is a tough question, actually. I'm slowly, like my mind is slowly siding with 1932. But I'm remembering all the times coming into the Chanel counter or the boutique and smelling how beautiful 57 is in the air. So I don't know. I feel like I'm stuck. I'm stuck in 1957's honey and musks. But the florals of 1932 call me, like the white florals. It's tough. I don't know, man. Like, should these be easier to answer? Should these be easy questions to answer? Would you like a much quicker answer and be done with it, or? Mitra has 7 cabinet? Holy smokes. That's a lot of perfume. Mitra has cabinets. I have 4 shelves in my closet. Oliesa, good to see you. Sycamore is more of a boiled onions to me. I certainly see that. Boiled onions, pine needles, onions, yeah. Little acorns out in the forest. Little pine needles out in the forest. Like just little. It's very foresty, but the forest is dry. It's more dry than it is lush. It's more dry than it is green, but it's still elements of green and yellow, very much, and browns. So very earthy. Green, yellow, and browns are its dominant colors. Mitra says 1932 would be my choice too. Oftenlick says I kind of just am curious because I had both on Aiken earlier. What was your preference? What did you prefer? What did you prefer? '57 best white musk ever. 1957 best white musk ever. It's really good. Stacy just doused myself with Sycamore EDP. I think I've got on like 30 sprays today. I'm not even kidding. Like wearing it and then spraying more on during the stream over and over and over again. If you're looking for a great vetiver, try Armani Privé Vetiver Dehiver. Vetiver Dever. Fantastic, very wearable vetiver. Those Armani Prives aren't looking so bad anymore, are they? Compared to how much flack they used to get, and then seeing what's coming out these days. You know? The Armani Prives are looking great. Oftenlick says I slightly prefer 1932 because it goes through more of a development. Very fresh in the opening, then very floral and irisy in the heart, and finally warmer and slightly resinous in the dry down. So 1957, my thing with 57 is it's so piercing. Like it is the sharpest blade in the drawer. It is a razor blade. The musks are sharp. The neroli is piercing. So when you add that, like neroli and musk, it's super. I don't know what it is. It's so piercing, punchy. It's very high pitched. Right? 1932 is soft. I wouldn't call it sensual, but it's soft. Kind of gloomy, kind of mushroomy, a bit fungal. Yellow florals, white florals, earthy. 1957 is definitely more challenging. It's risky. It's probably even more interesting. I would say it's more interesting, 1957. It might be even more breathtaking. It's tough. This is tough. Like, I find that Neroli Musk combo really unique. Iris, Neroli, Musk, honey. Kind of these soft ambers without being resinous. It's super floral and fresh. It has a huge amount of freshness in it. It's super fresh. 1957 is super fresh. It's got fresh musks. Oftenlick says, if I were to build on Germs' description, 32 is like that blinding ray of sunshine peeking through the white clouds on a cold winter day. What did Germs say? Germs says, 1957 is dreamy in its own way. It's a white cloud on a clear day. White cloud on a clear day. Neroli and Iris go together so well. Tons of Neroli fresh. Oh, that's where the freshness comes. Neroli. Duh. Duh, 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 duh. Often like, now I want a song that matches your description. Incident diplomatique. Dushan says, Ramsey just sent me a voice message. Everything will be okay. Now it's dessert time. All right, good to hear. It's good somebody heard from Ramsey. Rich Mitch has a video on Sultan Vetiver. Bobby says, piercing is right on the money. I don't like 1957. There you go. There's another opinion. Olesia says, anyone excited about new trio of over $500 X-Straits from Parfum de Marly coming out? They're doing X-Straits? Certainly worth a sample. I'm not sure if you're being sarcastic, but I certainly hope so. Anyway, 8:24. It's starting to get late. I can't get excited over PDM either, man. No. Guys, let's go lift some weights. What's more fun than lifting weights? Sometimes it sucks doing it, but when you're done, it's always worth it. You always feel better. Let's go lift some weights. So, somebody give me a high five. Give me a high five if you're gonna come lift weights. Give me a high five. Let's go move some blood. Let's go. How could you let Vetiver lose? I didn't let anything. I just let nature take its course. That was the truth, Bobby. You need to accept the truth. The truth is, it didn't win. Germs is off to watch Vikings lose. Oh, yeah, Vikings. Vikings in what, Atlanta tonight? And then tomorrow, what's tomorrow's game? Raiders. I think Raiders are playing. I'm looking forward to Tom Brady's power rankings for the week. See who he's gonna have up there. Last week he had Eagles at number 1. I feel better sore from workout. Yeah, it's like the best feeling in the world. What are we working out today? Chest? No, chest was yesterday. Tonight will be, I don't know, whatever I go in there and start stretching, whatever is the least sore. Whatever I find the least sore. Atlanta. 22 is chesty, you say. Yeah, it's very bosomy. 22, way more than Bois d'Azil. Yeah. Bois d'Azil isn't that chesty. 31 Rue is. .22 is open-chested. Certainly. Dushan says it's a great feeling when you're not fat. Dushan, I know the feeling of being fat, and I know the feeling of being less fat. And I know which one feels better. I certainly agree. But that's kind of the beauty and the work of that, becoming less fat. That's where you find, it's kind of where you find yourself, you know? You find yourself in that beauty. It's worth the ride, you know, it's worth the work. It's worth the work. It's worth working on your health. That's the most important thing. Like, besides anything, it's your health. You know what I mean? Mitra does 2,000 squats a day. That is a lot of squats. Bobby, here comes our favorite season for elegant shoes. Bois d'Azil kind of went a bit indolic on me in the late dry down last time, but wow, the heart of it is so addictive. Bois d'Azil went a bit indolic on me. Bois d'Azil went indolic on you, yeah? I don't think I've ever noticed that. Bois d'Azil. It smells really clean to me. It's like a clean, spicy, floral, coconutty sandalwood. Shampooey, soapy. Definitely old-fashioned. If you said old-fashioned, I'll say all right. If you said like a lady in church, I would say all right. But indolic, ylang-ylang. What would be indolic in that? Ylang maybe. Ylang and rose. Don't change anything, Eugene. Change what? I wouldn't change, like, I wouldn't go and have surgeries or color my hair or shit like that. You know? I like being me. I like being who I am naturally, because that's who I was supposed to be. But yeah, I'm not looking to make, I'm just, you know, working hard, working on myself. That's my favorite part, is just moving forward and working on myself and just seeing where am I going to end up? Because imagine going the next 10 years and not doing any work on yours. Imagine, like, seriously imagine, go 10 years or 5 years without doing any work on yourself. See where you're going to end up, because time goes fast, and then you just end up with a bunch of fucking trash in your back seat. You know what I mean? And when you're coming up to a red light and you hammer the brake, all that trash comes piling up in the front or on top of you. So you got to take care of yourself while you still can. Because you don't want anyone else taking care of you. Because let's be honest, nobody wants to take care of you. You got to take care of yourself. 31 True Shampoo. It's not really a shampoo-y scent. Shampoo. Some of those, yeah, some of those Chanels can be shampoo-y. Shampoo-y. Pooey. I think the florals just went a bit carnal. Maybe, I wonder if it's your imagination just going there. Like maybe the imagination is carnal. Is that possible? Ah, the doorman is here. Wally, thanks for showing up. I'm just about to run in. Maybe you can take over. But it's good seeing you, Wally. What do you think of Big Clove in perfumes? Does it make it too outdated? Bay rum aftershavey? Unless it's got bay rum in it, but I love clove. Clove is one of my favorite notes in perfume. And instantly, I think clove will masculinize any fragrance. But yeah, I'm mildly obsessed with clove. Doesn't always have to be like in overdose, but at least a little bit. I think clove adds so many elements and dimensions to perfume, more so than almost any other note. Clove. Clove is freaking amazing. I think clove makes Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. It's the clove note. It's clove that makes Noir Peace. It's like without those fragrances aren't the same. Cardamom as well. I like cardamom, but I'm a little bit higher on clove. And I love cinnamon too. Oh, fuck yeah. Cinnamon is so good. But cinnamon is a little bit more gourmandy to me. Clove is more steak. Cinnamon is more vanilla. Vanilla. Just got out of the pool, Wally says. Wally going for a swim. Lucky guy. We knew you were rich, Wally. It's probably in his house, too. Is it an indoor pool? We're all going to end up 6 feet under. Common denominator. That's all right. We all just keep coming back anyway. Whoa, here we go. Wally says I'm going to walk the plank. Layered YSL Baby Cat and Tejota last night. All right, Wally. Who's passing the bikini over to Wally? The teeny weeny polka dot itsy bitsy bikini. Wally's gonna walk the plank. I love clove, anise, licorice. We might be one, Wally. Who are you? If you love clove, you love Bracken Man. Bracken Man's lavender, isn't it? Clove and lavender. Yesterday when I trashed MFK, I forgot about Tejota Grand Soir. I like both of those. I like Tejota and Grand Soir. I like those two. Oh, you do too. There you go. You need to try Comme des Garçons White. Crazy cinnamon clove combination. 6 feet under. Good show. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. I'll watch it when I'm dead. But right now, I'm too busy being me. So I'm going to me myself and I into that gym and go and put on some muscles and dig out some hemoglobin so I can feel good about myself and not get into debt and overeating and doing crazy things. Doing crazy things, which can include a number of things. But anyway, Wally says, I don't want the polka dots or the cheetah. I'll just wear my tassels and hot pants. I thought it said no pants. All right, deal, done. Whatever you want. Uma Thurman escaped from 6 feet under. Did a bunch of laps to get the poison out of me. Good job, Wally. At least you're working on it. At least you're working on it. I've been working out. That's good. That is good. All right, guys. It's great hanging out. Great seeing you. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. Have a delight, whatever you're doing. Enjoy your fragrances. Enjoy life. Enjoy the people you're with. And we'll see you all soon. Sooner than you think. Sooner than you can imagine. It's literally just a second away. We'll see you in a second. Right? It'll be a second. Good night, Dushan. I'll see you in a second, man. It'll be a quick second. It's a beautiful night, yo. Really nice night. Good night to go for a walk. Well, guys, have a great night. Love you all. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Ta-ta. Kisses.